So hello everyone, it's Harmony and I'm back for yet another video. I hope you guys are having a good time and welcome back to my channel, to my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I love you guys so much. Are you ready to get into a new video? So today I will be doing hairdressers and the meat of color dipping. We also call it double dipping. So hairdressers and the meat of double dipping. So let's get into it. I hope you guys are having a good time. Welcome back to my channel and I love you guys so much. My new subscribers, welcome to this channel and I hope you have a great time with us. And my old subscribers, how you doing? I love you guys so much. You always know that. And guys, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, please don't forget to join us by clicking on the subscription button somewhere on the screen, okay? So let's get into it. I'm sure some of you have had this situation, especially as hairstylists, hairdressers. I don't like that word, but no fucks given. So, as hairdressers, right, and as hairstylists, you've had this situation, or even as people, you've had this situation where you see a guest that whenever they come into the salon, their color is always looking darker and darker and darker and darker, right? So, let's see, why are we having this situation? First of all, let's talk about the levels of hair coloring. We have a level 1 to a level 10. Now, I'll tell you the underlying pigments of each of these levels. A 1, blue, blue violet, violet, violet red, or red violet, red. Level 5, that's where red lives in. 6 is red orange, orange, orange gold, yellow, and pale yellow. So you have these 10 levels, right? Now what happens is that wherever I said violet red, the red is the primary color, so the red comes to the front, okay? So it becomes red violet rather than violet red. Either way, because I just have to clarify that because I don't want anyone coming for me, honey, because nope, I am not doing it. So I'm sure you're like, is there a difference? What happens when you say a violet red? That means the violet is more dominant. But how is that possible when violet is made of red and blue? You see, so the red is always more dominant, is what I'm saying. So let's say from a violet is a level 3, right? Now at that point, what happens at a level 3 is that you have more of a cooler base. So the higher the color, the more transparent the color is. So I think that makes it more clearer. So when you have the blue, then after that it goes to the red, then it goes to the orange, then it goes to the yellow, you see? So it becomes more transparent. So the more transparent your color is, the more lighter it becomes. So that breaks it down, right? To the commonest sense where someone will really understand it. Even a chihuahua will understand it at that point. I know. So with that in mind now, double dipping. How can you double dip a color? I had a friend, she was like, oh my god, she's not a stylist, right? And I was just a new stylist then. And she was like, Salvi, what's going on? I was like, hey bro, you know, holler. And she hollered and she was like, I got a box color. And I was like, no, box dye. I was like, oh my god, no, you bought a generic hair color. So she bought a generic hair color, threw it on her hair, and it was a red. Then after that, it wasn't working because she saw what she saw on the box. She thought when she slaps it on her hair like this, tie, that it would just appear on it. And I was like, oh no, bitch. No, honey. That advert, you're not gonna get it because your hair level is at a different level. And it's not certain for you that you will get that result. So when I was saying that, she was like, oh really? Then she went and threw in a brown. Mind you, a brown consists of 3 colors. It consists of red, blue, and yellow. So that's what makes a natural brown. A 3-to-1 ratio of a red, blue, and yellow consists to form a natural. So she had already had the red in it and the hair was not working. Then she threw a brown. At this point, you now have red, yellow, and blue, right? So I was like, oh no, don't touch your hair. You know, it's called double dipping, but you don't know what you're doing. Then she goes in and throws in another red. So do you know what happened to her hair? It became mousy, honey. So you guys must have been like, oh my god, I've seen someone's hair color that is mousy, right? Well, let's explain why. So when you have so much of a particular shade of color of a primary tone, so much of it in a color in someone's hair, it turns mousy because right now, in order for you to have a natural color, you have to have the right balance of each of these colors to produce that natural effect. You can make your color natural, you can make your color look flat, and you can make your color look matted. And if you want to know about that in further details, I'll do a special video telling you how to make your color look natural, flat, and matted. So if you guys would like to know more about that, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so let's go back to our double dipping. Double dipping can also be called color dipping, but I prefer the term double dipping because when someone goes to a salon and they had a red color in their hair or a brown color in their hair and it's a natural level, let's say a 5, or this really works between a level 3 to level 9. It works very well. So if someone comes in with a level 3 hair or 3N on your hair, and the next time you're going in to do a retouch and you've done the base at a 3N, then the ends of the hair are looking dry, please don't go in with a 3N for the mid shafts and end, because this is what happens. Guess. It turns darker. Do you know why? So this is why that happens. It happens because color cannot lift color. So what happens is that a 3N having violet on violet will just get darker, more violet. It's like you have this house and you're building, you're putting on a cement upon cement upon cement upon cement. Have you heard that a color in someone's hair can suffocate itself? Yes. So imagine when you're going, you'll have like an S&M situation, right? And someone is just choking you and choking you and choking you. What happens? You're gonna possibly die from choking, right? You're like, right. So that's what happens when you keep putting that color on that same color, that same level, 3N upon 3N upon 3N, the color turns mousy. You must have seen it on the trains, you must have seen it in the airport, you must have seen it in so many places, especially on the trains. I've seen them a lot on the trains. On the streets, especially where I live, I've seen it and I'm like, oh my god, your color is mousy. And that's because they don't know better. So this is why that happens, and this is how you can correct it. I've explained. In a color service, a 3N upon a 3N is unacceptable. It's not right, because your color, when it turns mousy, it doesn't look cute, it doesn't look fabulous, it doesn't look snatched. Okay? So how can you double dip to prevent that? Now, what I'll suggest is that when the person comes back for a new service, especially for stylists who are trying to take it to the next level, this is what you do. When they come back for a new service to do a retouch on their wig roots, did I say roots? A retouch on their wig roots or base, this is what you do. First, you do the 3N on the scalp area, on the wig roots. Then for the ends and the mid shafts that it looks maybe dry or a little bit faded, I would suggest using a gloss or a demi or semi-permanent color, okay, of the same shade level, and put it on the mids to the ends. What it will do is that it will condition the hair. Pomisha has it, My Identity has it, L'Oreal has it in De Recherche and Gillette. Yes, De Recherche. They have these demi lines and semi-permanent lines. So you throw this, what it does, it conditions the hair, smells damn fabulous. Like the smell when you mix it up, oh my god. Mix this up with the processing liquid, it's like heaven. So you do that. Oh yes, the PM shines, and oh my god. Redken also has it too. So most of the color lines have their demi lines and their semi lines. So use the same shade and put it towards the ends and the mid shafts. That will rejuvenate the color and bring that bounce back without going darker. Okay, so you can use the exact shade of 3N or a 4N of the demi line or semi line to get your service done, and you can also upsell that too, because yes, a ticket builder. Now, if you don't have the gloss and the demi lines or semi-permanent lines, this is a trick. A double dipping is when you use a level 4. So you had the 3N, right? The 3N was at what? A violet, right? Now the next time you do the color, I would suggest using a 3N on the base or the V-growth, and then use a 4N on the mids to ends with a 10 volume, because what happens is that a 10 volume will only refresh the ends, and you leave it for maximum of 20 minutes. So you can do 10 to 20 minutes and it works so well, and you'll see that the ends and the mids of the hair looks the same without going darker, because like I said, a 3 and a 4, which is higher, a 4. So can a 4 come down to a 3? Nah, it's a 4 for a reason, and this is a 3. So the next time you come back, you always go higher. So now, if someone comes with a level 3, you use a 4. If someone comes with a level 4, the next time they come back, you use a level 5 for the mids to ends, not the regrowth, because if you do it at the base and the regrowth, what will happen is that you will have what we call hot roots. And honey, hot roots? No, man. No. Hot roots is something you never want to experience because it's not fun to deal with. It's not fun to deal with. Like just say it's not a cute look. It's a messy situation, and if you're experienced, then you know how to correct it. But if you're not, you may pee your pants, honey. You may pee your pants. You may be shaking because the guest in the chair is like, oh my God, I'm calling the manager right now. Oh no, this is rubbish. In fact, I am suing you. You know, like, oh no, how dare you win my hair? Oh, hell no. So you don't want such experience. You don't want to, believe me, you don't want to be in such situation. So it's always okay and right to do the right thing from the end. You know, they say prevention is better than cure. So yeah, so from henceforth, I'll tell you the levels. Let's start with a level 3, violet. From a level 3, violet, red, violet, right? Violet, violet, red, 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 orange, 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 gold, 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 yellow, yellow, and pale yellow, okay? So whenever they come back, especially for redhead, it works fabulous because the redhead will always have that vibrancy. It will never look muddy, it will never look mousy, and that's what you want. You want the hair to always look rejuvenated by not going darker, okay? So if they come and they had a 3 arrow, the next time they come in, use a 3 arrow on the base or the regrowth, and then use a 4 arrow for the mids to ends, okay? It will work. Believe me, you'll be so happy. You'll be so happy that you did it. It's amazing. It's an amazing result. And then don't leave it for so long. Like I said, 10 to 20 minutes, and watch it. Once you get your desired result and you see it matches, hello, your color will never get darker. It will just keep the same level of vibrancy all the time because you're double dipping the right way. So if they come in with a violet red, the next time you use a red for the mid shafts to end, and then use the actual formula for the base itself. And the next time, use, you know, the next level higher. So just so you know, every color has these levels of pigments in them at each of these levels. So if you know them, if I use the 5N for a guest, whenever they come back the next time, I always do a 5N on the regrowth, then I do a 6N from the mids to ends with a 10 volume or a 15 volume while I watch it, and after that I move them off. Their color always looks the same and it never looks muddy because I know what I'm doing, and then after that I can do a treatment on them, okay? Or sometimes I use a gloss. So why I'm teaching you this about double dipping is because hairdressers and hairstylists, we have to do better. We have to up our game because I want us to be respected for what we do because we work hard. We, you know, it's not, people say, oh, you do them because you didn't you got a GED. No, I really want to destroy that narrative of hairstylists that we are stupid or we are foolish. No, we're not. We are smart people. We use 5 senses for the human body while we are working. That's amazing. So I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys soon in the next video. And from Saturday and Dovestyle Studios, what have we learned today? When someone comes in with a level 3 hair, if we are trying to refresh their hair, if the ends and the mid shafts look dry, looks faded, we do the regrowth with what they came in with or with their previous formula, but the mids and the ends, we can either refresh them using glosses, glazes, or we can do a double dipping method, okay? And I hope I will put a chart of what the double dipping looks like, okay? And I think that will be a very self-explanatory chart for you guys, okay? Yeah, I'll type it somewhere on the screen. Like if this is violet, red, red. If this is, you know, so that way you see what's next. So if this is a 3N, you will use a 4N because a 4N at that point will now have what? A violet red in it. If this is a 5N, you use a 6N because now it now has red orange in it. So you see, it's not going. Remember, the higher the color, the more transparent the color is, right? So how will it make the hair darker? You see, if the color will be more transparent, what it will do, it will just have that shimmer and shine. And that's what I use very well when I'm glossing my hair, glossing people's hair and glazing. I didn't say toning, I said glossing and glazing, honey. Your lingo, your diction is very important. So I love you guys so much, and I hope you learned something from this video. And please, if you have any questions about this video, let me know, put it in the comments below, and believe me, I would respond to it. I'm that person. I am the crazy hairstylist that react to music videos, but you guys wanted me to start doing hair videos also to prove to you, bitch, that I am a stylist. Oh, honey. This is just the beginning. Bring in your questions and I'll try my best to answer them as much as possible, okay? I love you guys so much. And until next time, from Saturday, I'm done. I see them. Bye, guys! Guys, it's so hard for me to slow. Oh, these videos, these hair videos, it's gonna be a journey trying to slow myself down while my head is being then I'm trying to slow it down for you guys to get what I'm saying. Not fair!